Hello y'all, welcome to Bamm Raw TV. I'm Bamm, aka 411 Giant. Now, this, I've been on some thinking over a lot of things, and I've been getting comments, I've been getting people asking me to respond to different things. I generally don't do that because for real, out there so many things that I can respond to. My homie, Terrence Gangsta Baby, alright. He talk about Big Meech, and this is nothing against or for Big Meech. This is just my spin on it.
Old Big Meech, the touchdown. See, a lot of people been talking. Before he touched down, there's a lot of bull crap going on. They had a little campaign going on where they were trying to smear his name. Now that he touched down, I've seen some videos where some of the people that had the negative energy, now they trying to switch it up a little bit. And I get that because it's like when a person behind the wall, they feel like their reach is limited. But now once you're on solid ground, well, y'all might run into each other at the airport, might run into each other at an event, or now that a person home, they got people that's in certain areas where I can pull up and talk to you. Now it's a little change. Now here come the fake politics.
Now let's talk about Big Meech. A few hours ago, Big Meech went to his social media page and shared a post. It's his first statement after release from prison. Big Meech says, "Some talk to you in their free time and some free their time to talk to you. Learn the difference. And if you know, you know." BMF, says Big Meech. I must say that I absolutely agree with Big Meech.
Man, from the stories I heard and the pictures I seen, he was a good dude, respectful dude, and what I like about him, he wasn't one of the ones like one of the son, a little boy people. He let the homies who were around him look like just like him. We all bosses. I'm the boss though, but I'm gonna make sure we all look good, we all gonna shine. And that's what I always respect about him. I always respect that about him.
Big Meech and his brother played for 30 years. So now, Big Meech had a drug case. He's eligible for a 2-level reduction. When Trump came into office, when he did the First Step Act, you can file under 3582, I think. It's a compassionate release. You can and that's when COVID and all that was out. You can file for under that. And Meech filed, Terry filed. Terry was granted because he got the 2-level reduction, and that they let him out. Meech denied him. He felt like he was the boss. Just too much influence. They denied him without prejudice. So if a judge deny you with prejudice, that means don't come back to the court, beat it, or I don't want to hear nothing from you. Now, when Meech doing like 19 years, 20 years, something up in there, and then with the 2-level reduction, because he's still eligible for that, the judge granted that its own docket sheet. You just go look at it, just go check it out. They say, well, we need an explanation. How he got out so fast? Here's my thing, Big Meech. You don't owe nobody no explanation, brother. You home, you get to be with your family now, enjoy life. However, if you still want to go to the streets, if you feel like you still want to take over the streets under BMF, make it rain in them clubs and being a snowman again and doing all that, then you owe them an explanation. But if you going on that side where 50 the man with them suits on and up in them corporate rooms and getting that legal money, you don't owe nobody no explanation. Because you're free now and that's behind you. I wouldn't must entertain that.
So I get to enjoy the stuff that he couldn't, and I get to bring him into the side of the business that he couldn't when he come home. And it's stuff that I could teach him now that he couldn't teach me. So it's just different things now that me being an actor, So I'm just glad, and I just can't wait for him to come home so I can teach him and have him with me everywhere.
Hello y'all, welcome to Bamm Raw TV. I'm Bamm, aka 411 Giant. Hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, and hit that bell icon button so you know when my next video come out. Now, I've been on some thinking over a lot of things, and I've been getting comments. I've been getting people asking me to respond to different things. I generally don't do that because, for real, out there's so many things that I could respond to. But I don't like doing the mouth music. I like to keep it straight, tell you the truth, because I'm gonna tell you the truth. Or I'm gonna tell you how I feel, which it is my truth. Now, my homie Terrence Gangster Williams, all right. He talk about Big Meech, and this is nothing against or for Big Meech. This is just my spin on it, and I agree with some of the things that Gangster said, and I disagree with some of the things he's saying. As men, we entitled to do that. You know what I'm saying? I got much respect for him, but I do disagree with some of the stuff. I understand the thing about Big Meech. Big Meech was actually, I never been locked up with him. He was in Beaumont with my co-defendant. Two of my co-defendants. Matter of fact, two of the most solid of my co. All of us was solid, but two of the most respected co-defendants of mine. All right, and they were down there. They wasn't impressed by him. People did gravitate to him. They gravitated to him because of the movie star status in which he had accomplished through the BMF series. Okay, and that's but when he says Big Meech, I understand this also too. My co-defendant had CCE. He got 30. We went to trial for 33 days. One of my co-defendants had CCE, continued criminal enterprise. We went to trial. He got 30 years for it. He didn't plead to it. He didn't cop out. We went to trial for 33 days. He got 30 years for it. Then he got 30 ran concurring with it for the conspiracy. Now, I do understand the CCE, the continued criminal enterprise, and he's 100% correct. But what they carry, 20 to life. So if Big Meech copped out and he got 30, I mean, this is all well. I agree with everything you say. I agree with Trump and the First Step Act. I agree with the 2-point reduction because even though they never gave me that, they never gave me anything on it. I never had any of that coming. I was eligible for it, but I know judges always knock me down from the get-go. So now, and I'm proud, I'm glad if they give it to another man. And that's a wonderful thing. So that is a viable thing. It's a possible viable thing, and it's probably happened. Like I said, if it's in the document, it happened. But I disagree with some of the means of, like, number one, I understand that Big Meech come out here and he feel like, and as Gangster say, you don't got nothing to prove to nobody and everything unless you get back in that life. But Gangster also said people who doing the right thing are watching you. If people who doing the right thing are watching you, they want to know who you is. When I got out, never had that scar on my record. Never had that accusation. But when I got out, I let people know in which direction I was going and what direction I didn't go. Anything that I had that was not settled, I spoke it and settled it. And why? Because I wanted the people to have confidence in me when I move forward. I want them to have confidence in the things that I was doing that were positive. I sit there, I had a woman pull up on me and slap me in my face over killing her friend. Didn't even know the guy, never know nothing. They put so much stuff on me that I didn't know, but yet and still, I took my time after that woman slapped me. And I explained to her how it could not have been me that did that. And when that woman left, there was an air of satisfaction that her hatred was no longer pointed toward me. So I think I think I'm talking about for me. And I'm talking about the environment I've been in. I've been places Big Meech ain't been. It's important for you when you get out here. If you got men who was gangsters that are watching you, we are watching you with a gangster perspective in our back of our mind. And they would like to hear. Me, I don't care. They would like to hear. If you want these dudes to follow you or you want these dudes to still respect you, that's up to you. But you should take the time and care enough about their opinion of you because they respect you and you're going to be a leader of them or they're going to follow your move to sit down and break everything down to them and let them know, hey, man, they got me wrong. This is what got me here and going on. Defend yourself on this situation, put it down, not out of fear, not out of kissing ass, but doing it because if these people are going to be following you in this next life and you're going to be making movies and if you're going to go back out in the streets, you ain't going to last long if this jacket is on you. But even if you're going to get into the life of doing the movie thing or whatever going on, you still want people to watch your movies and you want them to respect you because your fan base. So I believe that 100%, and that's what I'm speaking on that. I also speak on the Tammy situation. Now, I had, I can only speak from Bamm. I had 5 wives when I left, when I went to jail, 5 women that were still attached to me and everything. One called a murder, another called 2 murders and 2 kidnapped. But the thing was, they was a representation of me. They would not do anything that I wouldn't do. They would not do anything for me that I didn't approve of. And I'm being honest. My women would not even ask dudes for money. They would not even ask suckers for money because they know I wouldn't ask sucker for money. They would not do anything that I did not approve of. Now, if they were rogue, I end up cutting them loose. But it still is because my sentence was so low. But they can go rogue. If she did this him, and more likely, based on the documentation going on, nothing to prove different, that she did this him, Tammy approached these folks because they doing that in jail. They was doing it in jail all the time. Dudes was calling their wives and friends and going on. We had dudes calling their wives and telling their wives to say that we threatened them in order to make sure that we couldn't even make a bond. So I understand how they go. And I'm not saying that you did it or you didn't do it because I don't. I've been getting paperwork. I've been getting stuff sent to me that people want my opinion on. And this is not really the way I move. But still, if people are asking me this and they are my podcast audience, they are my podcast family, when enough of them ask me, I'm gonna address the issue. And I listened to Gangster. I listened to him several times. Like I said, he's been a friend to me. Going on, I'm not going against Gangster. I'm going against some of the stuff that Gangster said. I do think that if this woman has attempted to do this, it's a bad look. It's a very bad look for you and her now. If you still love her, whatever, I know love supersedes everything. But it don't supersede my code. That's why I ain't got now one of the women I had before I went to jail. Because when they wasn't there all the way with me, it was cut off. I wouldn't care if they come with $1 million now. My code dictates that I can't do nothing with them. That's why I found something else well. But like I say, I'm answering this here because people have asked me to do this here. If my audience asks me to do something, enough people ask me, I'm going to do it. And as what Gangster said, I believe that even if you're going to get in that life of making movies and do this again and not get in the streets and going on, I think the people that respect you and the people that have followed you and the people who, even when you're doing something positive, they're going to be looking at you and they're going to be like, man, I ain't finna follow this. I ain't finna be watching this dude, follow this dude when this dude on this time this that I don't approve of going on. But they gonna be judging you, and people. I disagree again. People mindset is not set. Now, Gangster can think that because, Gangster, he entitled to his belief. He entitled to feel the way he feels. Gangster move one way, I move another way. That, I come out here. I knew a lot of people hated me. I knew a lot of people was mad at me because those folks in my trial had me feeding children to my snake. They had me killing people that I ain't never been around. The whole Shreveport was mad at me. They didn't know that when their family member disappeared, okay, well, police said it probably was Bamm. Never killed anybody in my life. Yet still, they put that stigma on me. But I felt that my obligation to those people was to relieve them of that. When I got out, I made sure, my first day I got out, my little homeboy from the pastor of the church, he got there. He did a live on me, and I didn't even know what a live was. And when he told me what a live was, I sit there and I set the record straight on everything that they said that I had did. At least I tried to. I said, hey, they accused me of a lot of things, blase, blase. Hey, I didn't do a lot of things. Sebastian Bamm Richardson, a.k.a. 411 Jive, I was convicted through all these things. I never been caught with a gun. I never been caught with drugs. Yet still, I got the most time of all in my trial. Never been caught with a thing. Only two serious charges I had was driving my car into the store and shooting two people and got shot 7 times, and burning up the club and shooting 2 people in the face. Other than that, none of them died. I did my time for those. But all the things that they said I did and they put on me, I was enhanced for. So I do agree with Gangster. They can enhance you and take you up because I was enhanced to the max. But I disagree with that. His obligation is whether if he don't get in the streets, because if he get in the streets, well, the streets will kill him. But if he don't get in the streets, Big Meech, I think you still should try to, let the people know, man, I ain't had nothing to do with this, such, if you care that much about your name. You know what I'm saying? Because you can't hide no girl. And if you choose, if you even say, she did this, I'm going to forgive her. I don't approve of it. I think she was wrong for this here. But the reason she did it was because she loved me. And she ain't never wrong for loving me. And I tell my public, I tell my artists, y'all gonna have to live with this here. I'm gonna accept her back. I'm gonna get on her about what she did, but I'm gonna accept her back because I know she did that. She loved me. But I'm gonna make the people aware. You don't want the people sitting here wondering one way about you another way. I don't think, you don't really shouldn't care what people say, because me as a man, I don't. But if you in a business, that your business is going to depend on the people ideals of you or the people perspective of you, I think it will be a good thing. Like I said, I'm not judging you, brother. I don't, like I said, my co-defendant was down there with me. They ain't told me nothing about you that, really stood out to me, but they ain't told me nothing bad about you. And my co-defendant, Big Don and Reg, and they solid on everywhere they ever been. There's no question about them. We went to trial together for 33 days. 33 days we went to trial together. So I mean, and they got respect for you. They never really dealt with you, but they got respect for you. They feel like you handled your business. And I think I'm not saying that it's a bad bone or whatever going on, but I'm saying if it do need to be cleaned up, and I disagree that you just let people, if you're gonna go over here and not fool with nobody, then that's a different lifestyle when you're mingling and fooling with people. And the way a person living after he get out dictate what he need to do. And I mean, like I said, this is what I'm saying, and this based on, like I said, a big respect for Gangster. That's my dude, that's my man. And that don't mean you're gonna always agree with what somebody say. And that's my opinion on it. And for my people who've been asking me, and for my fan and my podcast family audience, because we family. For y'all who've been asking me to address this, I'm addressing this here, and I'm doing this here for y'all because this is not my thing. And I know some of y'all been asking me to address the P Diddy, the T.I., which I had some people that even send me some information, actually send me some of the documents on these particular people in order to give my opinion on them. And Vernon Miller and OG Percy. Some of the people that know me know that I know enough to be the third man in that conversation and said it's great. I choose to wait till my time. I'll probably set it off on my podcast one day, and I'll give y'all a story on that. But hey, much love to my fam, which y'all my family. Much love to y'all, much respect to Gangster and everything. But this is my feedback on that. You know what I mean? If I'm entitled to my opinion, I ain't saying I'm technically right on nothing, but I'm telling you, I've been in the streets. I know how I was accepted. I know this. And if you're entitled to feel the way you want to feel. I just feel like if you going to do something positive, you got to have the people respect. You got people out here right now doing positive things, and they can't get their foot off the ground unless they call me to come up there and assist them because the people don't respect them. That's how life is. Now, much love, respect to you, Big Meech. Glad you're home and everything. And that's just my spiel on it. I got no qualms against you. And as you say, you probably know my co-defendant, Big Don and Reg. They was in Beaumont with you. But much love to my fams. And hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and hit that bell icon. I'm gonna get ready to do my things. But I got letters and stuff from letter from Wayne Perry. I'm gonna get on Larry Hoover. I'm gonna get on El Chapo. Y'all stay tuned on this channel. We finna do some stuff.
The people looking at it like, man, it's a kingpin that's been released. I didn't know nothing about BMF because I got locked up in 98. And then in 05, I started hearing, when I was in USP McQuarrie, I started hearing guys talk about BMF. And in 08, I finally got a chance to meet him. 08 or 09, one of them. Very humble, good dude, respectful.
The streets back. The streets back. Nigga Meech home. Meech, welcome back. Salute my nigga. All my other G's coming to the crib. That Nino Breeze finna drop tomorrow. Nigga, what type of nigga are you? You better get ready for this ride, cause the streets is back. Let us know what type of hustler are you? What type of go-getter are you? Are you a leader or a follower? If you a follower, just sit back, put on your seatbelt, and go for the ride, nigga.
Demetrius Flannery was identified by a witness and a warrant was secured for his arrest.
Flannery's parents were in court. They wouldn't comment as they left the jail, but his defense attorney insists his client is no killer.
I have somebody that's been shot and has been the victim of aggravated assault.
Now you mentioned Meech. Have you spoke to Meech at all?
I had a text message conversation back and forth with him because he's in the halfway house.
Mm-hmm. What do you think his next move should be?
He got a lot of things he can do, man. You might want to make a movie. Mm-hmm. You might want to do some different things where, because I understand how important real is to our culture, right? But when you develop in television, it's to find the best possible story you can find and then make up something. You got to make up things because your life would intersect with Charlamagne's life, so I immediately get the lawsuit when we get over there. Mm-hmm. This would, you understand what I'm saying? You got to change things around a little bit, and then that's the series. When we see high notes, we see low notes, and at points it's when they do something that's like when we have a TV moment, when it feels like completely real. And this is why it was important for me to get Lil Meech ready, so he could go there. Because when you watch it and it's good, and then you go, that's his son, right? Like. And as a fun fact to the person who's watching with you, you feel like this, it's got to be true because the son is there, and this is, and that's a rarity. You probably won't ever see that again.